Gents, I know what you're thinking. We're already a month into 2025, but it took me some time to get this YouTube channel up and running, so that's why I'm doing this video now. So here are the 12 books I'm challenging myself to read in 2025 and why you should too. Let's dive into it. Hi everyone, I'm Nick and welcome back to Gents Club, where I post weekly gentleman's content. Part of being a gentleman is to expand one's mind and to constantly be learning, which is why I'm challenging myself to read one book a month for the next 12 months. The books are a mix, some new, some old, some famous, some not so famous. So I challenge you to join the Gents Book Club and read along with me, or at the very least, come up with your own list of 12 books for 2025. I'll make some future videos discussing each book with my thoughts, and I structured this list to include 2 self-help books, 2 ancient/classic texts, 2 fictions, 2 recent releases, 2 history/war books, and 2 biographies/memoirs. The first book on my list is a famous one and a brief read for January, and that's The Art of War by Sun Tzu, who is a Chinese military strategist and wrote this book in the 5th century. It was originally intended for military leaders in ancient China, but over time has become one of the most influential texts on strategy. Many of its teachings have influenced leaders worldwide, and the book's wisdom goes far beyond the battlefield. It's also a guide to strategy, leadership, and mastering challenges in any area of life. The next book I have on my list for February is Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. Walker is a neuroscientist and sleep expert who uses cutting-edge science to show how proper sleep can enhance memory, boost immune system, and even prevent diseases like Alzheimer's. I've heard Matthew Walker speak on several podcasts in the past, and he's a fascinating man to listen to. I've been meaning to read his book so that I can better optimize my own sleep, and I think it's incredibly important to learn how to optimize one's own sleep, especially as we live in a society that doesn't value it. The next book for the month of March is a classic fiction book, and that is Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. I actually saw the movie for this book a long time ago, and I thought this would be a great read because a lot of the themes in this book are relevant to the current state of Western society. The novel is set in a dystopian future where books are banned and follows the story of a fireman who is tasked with burning books and who eventually begins questioning what he's doing. 451 degrees Fahrenheit is the temperature at which books automatically ignite, and the book is a powerful warning about censorship, the dangers of a distracted society, and the importance of free thought, all of which I think are quite relevant to today. My book for the month of April is an ancient text and a long one, and that's the Iliad by Homer. This is an epic poem set during the Trojan War that focuses on the wrath of the Greek warrior Achilles and the battles between the Greeks and the Trojans. It's one of the foundational works in Western literature. It has themes of honor, revenge, and fate that are still relevant today. I expect that this one is going to be the most challenging read in my list given its age and poetic structure. The next book for the month of May is The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F*** by Mark Manson. It's a self-help book where Manson argues that we can't care about everything, and by choosing what to care about wisely, we can live a more fulfilling life. This book helps you focus on what really brings value to your life and shows you how to stop wasting energy on things that don't matter. For the month of June, I'm reading Napoleon by J. Christopher Harold. I enjoy reading about history, and I was specifically looking for a book on Napoleon ever since I saw the movie a couple years ago that didn't do him any justice. Most of the well-known books about Napoleon are upwards of 30 hours of reading, so I found this one as a nice alternative. For July, I'll be reading Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. I actually have a paper copy that I received for Christmas a few years ago, and this is a collection of personal writings by the Roman emperor where he reflects on his philosophy of Stoicism and how to lead a virtuous life. I've heard great things about this one, and I've listened to several podcasts discussing some of the themes. This is one of those books where the wisdom is so profound that it's still relevant in today's world. Changing gears a little bit, back to fiction for the month of August, I'll be reading The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells. I've seen the movie with Tom Cruise, and this one is a classic science fiction novel about an alien invasion of Earth and the struggle to survive. I was specifically looking for a book on space and extraterrestrial life, as there's so many exciting developments happening in our current world on this front. For the month of September, I'll be reading The Anxious Generation by Jonathan Haidt. This book is an examination of all the factors that contributed to the rise of mental health issues among young people, specifically the proliferation of smartphones, social media, and overprotective parenting. I chose this book to read as one of my new releases as it was released last year, and because I've heard Haidt speak on podcasts and he's very insightful. My book for the month of October is a biography of Robin Williams by Dave Itzkoff. The book covers Robin Williams' life from his days as a stand-up comedian to his major film roles such as Good Will Hunting and Mrs. Doubtfire. I chose this book because I grew up watching Robin Williams, and he's one of my favorite comedians of all time. The next book for the month of November is a memoir, and that is Spare by Prince Harry. Prince Harry dives into his life as a member of the British royal family, his struggle with mental health, and his eventual departure from royal duties. I threw this one in on my list because I like the royal family and because I know there's a lot of controversy that came out of this one, so I'm looking forward to reading all the tea. And my last book for the month of December is another new release coming out in September of 2025, and that is the highly anticipated new Dan Brown novel, The Secret of Secrets. This one comes from the same author as The Da Vinci Code and Angel and Demons. The new novel will follow Robert Langdon as he investigates the disappearance of his girlfriend. I love Dan Brown's previous works. I've seen the movie The Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons, and Inferno, so very much looking forward to this one as well. And those are my 12 books to read in 2025. I hope all of you enjoyed this video. Check out some of the other videos I have on my channel. I'll link some at the end of this one. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up as it really helps out the channel. And if you like Gentleman's content, consider subscribing for more videos just like this one. Gentlemen, thank you for watching, and until next time, cheers.